a couple months ago now, I made a video saying that I was going to work out in nature a few times a week, and I made it into a little like guide thing about a few exercises you can do at a calisthenic park or on some monkey bars, just to make sure that you can start to build some muscle and actually start to exercise, even if you don't have like access to a gym or weights and equipment and stuff like that. And I did this alongside my weightlifting, and I saw some good progress and thought I'd report back and just show you the kind of progress that I've made in like the reps that I'm able to do and stuff like that. And the first exercise I did was pull-ups, and in the last video that I recorded, which was 2 months ago, I actually forgot to put the pull-ups on camera, but this time I did do that, and this time I got 10 reps, and then the second set I got 8 reps. And I think that is a lot more compared to what I did back in that video, and it's a lot more compared to what I used to be able to do in general. I think back when I recorded that video, I could only do maybe like 6, 7, and like going up to 10 and then 8 on the second set once my muscles were a bit tired was pretty good progress. And back when I kind of started actually weightlifting a lot, back in December, January period, I could only really do maybe 2 to 3 pull-ups. So I think that's some pretty good progress considering how hard pull-ups actually are to do. And the second set, or the second exercise, that I did was chin-ups. And these are like a variation of pull-ups that kind of work different parts of your lats as well as your biceps. And because obviously my lats were quite tired, I couldn't do like 10 reps. I think I maybe did 8 and then 6 reps. And while it is like a bit of a decrease from the pull-ups, I think it's also an increase from how many I did in the last workout video, because of the fact that my like arms would have still been tired after that exercise as well. And in the last video, I did some rows, which were things that I used like a bit of equipment for, that I propped up onto the monkey bars and would then like pull myself up. But I didn't do that this workout whatsoever because I just forgot to bring the equipment, and so therefore couldn't really record it. But it was quite an exercise where I was doing a really high amount of reps and was quite time consuming, and I didn't really think it was building all that much muscle. And while if I was doing like a specific pull workout where I was only working the muscles that like pull your muscles in the body, like your biceps and your lats, while I probably would include it then, it wasn't really something that I wanted to do like now, because I just had forgot the equipment and didn't really want to go back home to get it. And the third exercise, or not the third, the third exercise we did this time, not compared to the last time because of the row things, was dips. And I'm still not incredible at dips like I was in the last video. And while I could only maybe do 1 and sometimes wouldn't even be able to do any back when I recorded the last video, I can now do 3, but my friend is like 10 times better at dips than me, despite the fact that he's never really done dips before. And yeah, it's probably better off that you watch him do dips, because yeah, he's 10 times better and you'll probably get more like education out of that than watching me struggle to do 3 or so reps when he can probably do around 15 or something. And after that, I did some push-ups, and I did a lot more variations of push-ups compared to what I did last time. I think last time I only did normal push-ups, but this time I did 1 set of normal push-ups, 1 set of diamond push-ups, 1 set of decline push-ups, and 1 set of archer push-ups. But the archer push-ups somehow like weren't recorded or whatsoever, so I don't have any like access to that, and you won't be seeing them on this video. But in comparison to what I used to be able to do, I think the push-ups, I may have only got to like 20 reps on the push-up, on the normal push-ups, which is quite bad for me. Usually when I've not done any like previous exercises like dips, pull-ups, chin-ups or whatever, I can usually maybe get to like the mid-30s, and that's kind of my benchmark. But the problem is obviously I was quite tired out from like cycling to this place, and then like doing the pull-ups and the dips, which I had to put a lot of energy into because, as I said before, I struggle with dips quite a lot. And the diamond push-ups, I got 10 reps, which I think is pretty good and pretty normal for me. I mean, I think I didn't even do diamond push-ups last time, so I guess that is progress anyway. And then decline push-ups, I didn't really count. I'm not sure how many I got, but I think it was probably around the same as the diamond push-ups in about like 6 or 7 reps. after this, I did some ab exercises. I've talked about doing lying leg raises before in a lot of my videos, and it's an exercise that I really recommend. But I also did like a little variation where instead of just bringing your legs up from like that to that, like a bit of a pivot, I decided to kind of bend my legs out. So you'll see on a clip that I'm going to show you of me doing that exercise, and that'll probably make more sense than me trying to explain it in an incredibly complicated and useless way. And there were also a few new exercises that I never really tried before until like a week before recording this video. And one of them was a handstand, and the other one was like a front lever progression and an upside down dip. It's basically just me hanging on the monkey bars and swinging myself up and down and doing loads of weird shapes and movements. And it seems like a progression for a front lever, and it worked my abs and lats quite a lot. So I'm assuming that it's a good exercise to do. So yeah, I recorded it and thought I'd put it on this video. And I also did a handstand. I didn't really do a handstand, but I'm getting better at doing them, considering when I was like younger, I never even thought of the possibility of being able to balance on my hands whatsoever. And I can maybe hold one for like a second, but for the majority of the time I fall over. And there are probably going to be some clips on this video where you see me just absolutely fail and fall over. And yeah, it's not going to be fun for me, but hopefully you understand that exercising and getting this kind of stuff right takes a lot of failure, and you have to learn from that failure and get better, and you'll just end up progressing and progressing and progressing until you finally end up achieving the goal that you want to achieve. And with that, I hope you found value at this video, and I also recommend subscribing because I like this community of young tribal people who are willing to improve themselves so much more than they already have. And good luck.